Hello everyone, my name is Chumasna binti Kahar. My matrix number is 8218274. I will be the first presenter. For introduction, firstly, statistics is a branch of mathematics that deals with analyzing, summarizing, and interpreting group of data, large-scale data collection and analyzing for the purpose of extrapolating general population proportion from a representing sample are the focus of this course. Statistics have two main branches such as descriptive and inferential statistics. Such as descriptive statistics, which involve organizing, summarizing, and sharing the data. Most of the time, descriptive statistics are shown as graph, tables, or summarized, while inferential statistics, on the other hand, use a sample to draw conclusions about world population. And also, inferential statistics are used so that researchers can use small assumptions about the large population from which they choose the sample. Therefore, there are three study objectives. Okay, firstly is identify the data and variable type. Number two is generate the data using the numerical descriptive measure formula. And lastly is analyze the data using the SPSS software for hypothesis testing, correlation analysis, confidence interval, and prediction modeling.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Syafiqah binti Zahariman, 8218344. I will present about data description. There is descriptive and summary statistic for variable. The source is from the Department of Statistics Malaysia. There is four variable name which is species, weight, height, and length. The measurement for species is nominal and for the weight, height, and length is ratio. Next, there is table that shows the descriptive variable. There is four variable which is weight, species, length, and height. The variable has been set to organize the data from the Department of Statistics Malaysia. The size for the field species are bream, perch, pike, roach, smelt, stingray, and COD. So the total is 160. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Nur Shazli Mitiasan and my matrix number is 8183448 and I will present 2.0 which is graphical representation for 60 sample. As you can see beside of me, we are using histogram graphical. Firstly, for the species, based on the table third in the sample, we can observe from the highest level is both stingray with 11.70%, for the smell with 60.7%, and for the perch is 23.3%, and roach with 60.7%, and the last lowest level is pike with 31.7%. Next, for the height, based on the table 6, it can be observed the highest from group 0 until 2.99 is 50%. Then from 3 until 5.99 shows 24%. And for the last highest is 6 until 8.99 shows 21%.
Hi, my name is Siti Nurul Izzati and my matric number 821A3112. So I will continue present the histogram of land. Based on the table 7 in the sample of land, we can see the highest level is 14.95 land, which is have a valid percent 55%. Number 2, the highest is 24.95 land, which is the 30%, and third is 34.95 land, which is a valid percentage 0.3%, and follow that 44.95 3%, and the lowest level is 4.95 land is 3.3%. After that, we look at the histogram of which from the table it can be observed that which range from 0 to 99.9, which is 46.7%. Then 100 to 199.9 is 41.7%, and third is 200 to 299.9 is 1.7%. Next, 300 to 399.9 is 6.7%, and 400 to 499.9 is 0%, and the last 500 to 599.9 is 3.3%. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Salami bin Azizan and my number metric is A21A2590. Today I'm gonna present to all of you about numerical descriptive measure. So we're gonna go through one by one, starting for length, weight and height. So we're gonna start with length. The mode for length is 16.53 cm, the median is 17.12 cm, the mean is 18.1 cm. Quarter 1 is 172.14, quarter 3 499.14, and interquarter range is 3 to 7. The variant is 48.6042. The standard deviation is 6.97, and the shape of distribution for length is skewed to the right. We go through to the weight. The mode for weight is 89.7 kg. The median is 107.57 kg. The mean is 131.61666 kg. The quarter 1 is 53.546. The quarter 3 is 160.539. The interquarter range is 106.993. The variant is 12709.039. The standard deviation is 112.734, and the shape of distribution is skewed to the right. And the last one, we go to height. The mode for height is 5.2375 cm. The median is 4.8638 cm. The mean is 4.795 cm. The quarter 1 is 2.99. The quarter 3 is 4.8, and the interquarter range is 1.81. The variant is 602.2820. The standard deviation is 24.5414, and the shape of distribution is skewed to the left. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Measure of central tendency. It detects the mean, mode and median. Showed a different value because of SPSS cannot read the data accurately. From SPSS, we cannot sure if the data was accurate because it might be an error to the data. So, using the manual calculation, it might be more accurately and correctly. Next is measure of position. The result of SPSS for data for quartile and range is not same as manual. Using manual calculation, we can see the large difference of the number at the SPSS. Measure of variation. Same things happen to SD and variant issue to the different result because of the SPSS cannot read the data appropriately. One simple test table show that the DF, mean difference, and the confidence interval of the difference lower and upper. They have three categories, which is length, weight, and height. Thus all the categories stay unchanged at 158. Next is ANOVA's table. It is collection of statistical model used to analyze the difference between group means and their associated procedure, such as variation among and between group. Statistical method that extract the observed variance data from the various components to be used for additional experiment. Correlation analysis. As we can see from this table, it shows that the value of R between length 1 and weight is 0.968. The value of R between length and height is 0.710. Next, R value between weight and length 1 is 0.968. R value between height and length is 0.710. Confidence interval. The mean for length 1 group is 26.247. The upper bound is 27.813 and the lower bound is 24.681. The difference between upper and lower is 3.132. The mean for weight group is 398.326. The upper bound is 454.398. And the lower bound is 342.254. The difference between upper bound and lower bound is 112.144. The mean for height group is 8.9710. The upper bound is 9.6424. The lower bound is 8.2996. The difference between upper and lower bound is 1.3431.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aina Nasuha binti Muhammad Razi. My metric number is A21A2373. Next, I will represent 5.0 theory modeling. Here is diagram that shows the relationship between weight, height and length in a data set. Height and length, height and weight, and length and weight and length all have strong link. A weak correlation existed between weight and height as well as between length and height. Next, I will continue with descriptive statistics. Based on the data table, descriptive shows that the value of the n for all categories like weight, height, length, and species is 60. The standard deviation for weight is 109.215, length is 7.400, height is 1.740, and the last one is species is 1.329. And next, mean for weight is 115.048, length is 18.873, height is 4.976, and the last one is species 2.617. Next is model summary. The model summary table report shows that the strong relationship between the model and depends of variable. The R-square value is 0.787, which means 78.7% of the variation of the species can be explained by height, weight, and length. The adjust R-square is 77.5%. And lastly is the urban Watson rate statistic is 1.788, which means almost 2. And the last part is ANOVA and coefficient. So from ANOVA table shows that less than 0.001, which means that at least one of 3 variables can be used to species. Thank you, that's all from me.
Overall, from what we studied, for the conclusion is we also collected the data to do descriptive statistical analysis of vehicle failures. They also contain some of the most often used computation in statistical analysis, such as mean, mode, median, and range description, as well as anything else connected to statistical insight. From that, some of the graphs that we employ clearly indicate the frequency of the data for vehicle failures. We said that some graphs such as the histogram and bar chart are also used to depict the frequency. We also do a calculation and figure out what the central tendency, variation, and position of the data. In the manual calculation, we determine the data mean, mode, and median. In fact, we also use ANOVA and need to compare all the calculation between the statistical analysis software, which is SPSS.